And let me just tell you what's going to happen in prison. It would be nice if you go to prison, everybody leaves you alone. You're just doing your time, but people are not going to be leaving you alone. You're young, and I'm telling you truth. You are going to be sold for a pack of cigarettes or some extra dessert. And this persona that you're giving me now, that's not going to help you at the prison.
Dealing with cases involving young people can be really tricky. On one hand, their brains are still developing, so they might not fully understand the consequences of their actions. That's why some people believe in focusing on rehabilitation to help them learn from their mistakes and turn things around. On the other hand, bringing a weapon to school is a very serious offense that puts everyone's safety at risk. In such cases, some argue that strict penalties are necessary to deter others from similar actions and to ensure public safety. It's a tough balancing act between accountability and considering the unique circumstances of young offenders. The decision on sentencing often depends on the specifics of the case, the individual's background, and the potential for rehabilitation.
All right. Are you Mr. Chavez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, 4 grams to 400 grams? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication in the DOEP course. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours community service restitution. Did you understand that was a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offer states exhibit 1 all happens. No objection.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. Isaac was 18 years old when this incident occurred. He's now 20 years old. I think he's wiser for the events that happened. As the court probably saw, he was shot twice because of this. He was almost at the end of his deferred, or is at the end of his deferred. We're going to hear in just a moment. And he would like to do the TAP evaluation out in the world. He almost, but for this incident, was successful in completing that deferred adjudication.
All right. Who is Dynasty Chavez?
That's my cousin.
And how old is she?
Now she's 18, I believe.
And who is Roxanne Chavez?
That's Dynasty's mother, Matea.
And how old is she?
I can't tell you for sure. Maybe early 30s.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's a good thing. How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
So what are you doing with your life other than picking up felonies?
As of right now, I was just working at Willie's, a restaurant. I was a server. I was
Okay.
just working where I can. With the felony, it doesn't really allow me to do much.
I'm sorry?
With the felony, it doesn't really allow me to do much. So I just work where I can.
Well, it sounds like you need to try to go to a trade school and do something else. I've had clients before who have been welders and they've had felonies. You just have to let them know up front what your charges are and how you've changed if you have changed. If you haven't changed, of course, nobody's going to take a chance on you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court will do. There's a $500 fine. That would be probated. Who do you live with?
My grandfather,
What's his name?
Alfred Chavez.
I'm sorry?
Alfred Chavez.
All right. And where are your parents?
My mom, she's here in the courtroom with me right now, but I don't know who my dad is.
Okay. Where's your mom? All right. All right, thank you. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs, 4 years deferred adjudication, 120 hours of community service restitution. That will be deemed completed if you obtain a certificate, get in someone's trade school. It's okay to work at Wendy's. We need people to work at Wendy's, but if that's what you want to do with the Willie's, all right.
Not fast food, regular restaurant.
All right, thank you. If that's what you want to do, working at Willie's, that's fine. We need people to work at restaurants. But if you want to do something other than your life than work there, or you have dreams about doing other things, you probably need to go to a trade school, or either you can go to college. Once you complete that, your community service hours will be deemed satisfied, or you can do community service hours. It's completely up to you. I would recommend, though, that you go to a trade school, become a plumber. Even though that requires a license, you'll just need to tell them about your history and tell them how you improved, and maybe they'll give you your license. You understand?
It's definitely a tough situation. And you're right. A felony record can create significant challenges for finding employment and opportunities. The judge's advice about trade school is an attempt to offer an alternative path, but it's true that the road ahead remains difficult. It highlights the long-term consequences of a criminal record and the need for support to overcome those barriers.
What drugs have you been using in the past?
In the past, I was using marijuana and Xanax.
All right. So we'll do a referral to felony drug court. That'll happen while he's in custody. Since today is Monday, they'll get to you before the week is out. With regards to your grandfather, who all lives with him?
Oh, it's just me, him, and my brother.
All right. And how old is your brother?
He's 18 now.
You're not allowed to leave that residence and reside somewhere else without the court's permission. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you leave that residence and reside somewhere else without the court's permission, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation, they want the DOEP course. That course is don't use drugs. It fries your brain. But I'm still going to give it to you because obviously you need it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. In order to be successful on this probation, because you're on probation here, you got to communicate and stay in contact with people. So if there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
1943, State of Texas versus Isaac Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? And are you Isaac Chavez?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Isaac Chavez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 1943 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, 4 to 200 grams on April 15, 2024 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
With regards to the alleged violations of conditions, there's a violation of condition number 1, 2, 8A, 14C, 14Z, and number 34. Are you pleading true or not true to those allegations?
Not true.
To all of the allegations within the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then the defendant is pleading true to violations 1, 2, 8A, 14C, 14Z, and 34.
Isaac, we've already identified you as the same guy who's on deferred adjudication for a possession case, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell the court what was going on June 22nd of this year?
The day I was
Yeah.
stopped. Oh, yes, I was at a friend's house. It was just supposed to be a normal hangout, but he ended up inviting other friends. I do admit that I did have alcohol, but I was peer pressured. I was trying not to at first, but just to fit in, I fit in.
Now, just to be clear, you're 20 years old, right?
19 at the time.
19. Okay. And despite all of that, you understand that it's illegal for you to drink alcohol when you're under 21 in the state of Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
And despite all of that, you told your probation officer that you were drinking, right?
Yes, sir.
And did you see the police officer who was behind you in the intersection over in Leon Valley?
Not the person.
If you did, what would have happened?
I would have pulled over immediately.
And that you didn't try to run off when the second officer stopped you, right?
No.
I'm going to ask you a question. I told you I needed you to think about this. Why do you think the court should continue you on deferred adjudication?
Truthfully, it's just I do acknowledge that I made a mistake. I acknowledge that I was irresponsible. But truthfully, for the past 3 years, I've been completely sober. I've been working honest jobs, helping with my family, my grandfather.
It sounds like he was given a significant chance to change his behavior, and it appears he hasn't taken it full advantage of it. Bringing a weapon to school is a very serious action, and the probation was likely a chance to demonstrate responsibility. His actions like drinking underage, driving, and missing AA meetings suggest a lack of commitment to changing his behavior. Whether he deserves another break depends on how the legal system views his disregard for the conditions of his probation. It's a difficult situation with no easy answer.
Honestly, I was on the straight road. I was doing everything right. I don't believe.
Let's focus on some of the other violations that they've alleged. You've already told the judge that you admitted to drinking, that you did drink. Why didn't you ever provide any proof of where you were living to your probation officer?
I didn't necessarily know how. I told her where I lived, and I had my ID. I didn't really know what more proof was needed.
And the 8603 Cape Valley address is on your ID?
Yes.
And they looked at that every time you went in, right?
Yes.
So you felt like you complied there?
Yes.
There's another allegation that you failed to go to Alcoholics Anonymous every day for 60 days. Did you understand that that was one of the requirements of your community supervision?
I did.
Why didn't you go every day?
I did actually go every day. I have the proof in my cell phone. I have the email sent to my probation officer. I have about 56 of them of every day that I went.
So do you take issue with the fact that she only testified that you went once a week?
I do, yes.
What did you learn, if anything, at the Alcoholics Anonymous meetings?
So let me just stop you. Where is the proof of this?
Judge, I don't have it. It's in his cell phone. I can't.
Where's the cell phone? Did anybody look through his cell phone?
I did not, because I asked him to print them.
All right, you all want to step back and state, you can look through his cell phone and see if there's actually documentation that he did it. And I'm sure if he did it and it's proof there, maybe the state will waive the.
Well, it's just one, Judge. I got other ones I still got to address.
I know, but step back. Let's see if he actually did that.
And I think my client would like to take the local ISF.
Okay.
If that's an option.
Yeah. All right, we're back on the record. And cause number 2024 CR 1943, state waive 14C without objection. Court is finding violations of condition number 2, the consumption of alcohol true. 14C, state waived it. 34, the court will find true. 14Z, the court will find true. 8A, the court will find true. Number 1, evading arrest or detention, the court will find true. Number 1, driving while intoxicated, the court will find not true. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include probation. Since I'm denying the motion, do you recommend local ISF or state ISF? Because it appears we have alcohol issues as well. So it's going to be state ISF, and there's to be partial GPS for employment only upon release. And I'll ask that GPS fees be waived. All right, we can go off the record. You had better start doing better. Otherwise, you're going to prison. And let me just tell you what's going to happen in prison. It would be nice if you go to prison, everybody leaves you alone. You're just doing your time, but people are not going to be leaving you alone. You're young, and I'm telling you truth. You are going to be sold for a pack of cigarettes or some extra dessert. That's what happens at the prison sometime. And this persona that you're giving me now, that's not going to help you at the prison. And maybe people will start fighting with you. Maybe sometimes somebody at the prison be like, I don't feel like fighting with him today. They may say, yeah, I feel like fighting with him today. And that's what you're going to be doing. And the fact that you're young and you're doing dumb stuff is not going to help you at the prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
It sounds like you feel the sentence might have been a bit too lenient, especially given the severity of the initial offense and the subsequent probation violations. You're suggesting that a harsher penalty might have provided a stronger wake-up call. On the other hand, the judge might have considered the individual's age and potential for rehabilitation, opting for probation to allow for correction without immediately resorting to imprisonment. It's a complex situation with different perspectives on the best approach.